slap my thunder nipples and call me Mrs. Doubtfire. I have a story for you. It was back way when I was in a whirlwind romance with an imperial star goddess who would later become my wife. Milady and I were in advanced expensive school at the University of Memphis, and we were dating, and things were getting pretty hot and pretty steamy because it was July. We had been dating for a while, and it was getting to about that time. Oh my God. Oh yeah, it's getting about that time. About that time that I had to show her that this guy, this man, this human, my flesh, was ride or die material, okay? That when you link your chain to me, it's for life. It's for life. For the longest time, my mom had told me that I would never marry if I didn't know how to cook. If I didn't know how to put nourishment on the table, okay? I don't even know if that's a real thing. Probably. I was at that time, that juncture in time, where I had to show her that I could put food on the wood, okay? That I could put food on the wood. I was gonna make my lady a meal, okay? An evening meal, a dinner. I didn't know how to do that. I had never constructed food in this manner before. I mean, yes, I had applied heat to many frozen bread discs with pepperonis. But I can turn anything into a pizza. I can turn a popsicle into a pizza. I have. Yesterday. It was terrible. Any guy can lift weights. They can buy gifts. Some can even be the breadwinner. But can they make that bread that they're winning and put it to market? Put food on the wood? Huh? Earn that coin for their local witcher? I had to make something good. I had to show her skills. I needed help. Boy, did I. So I had to call my mom. She had the most amazing lasagna recipe. Ever, anywhere. I don't care. I don't believe you if your mother has a better one. It doesn't exist. My mom's is the best. Okay, we're talking Italian noodles. Okay, we're talking ricotta cheese. We're talking 2 young quarters with candles and violins. We're talking the Mamma Mia smoocheria. If I made this lasagna, she would go brag to all of her friends. She would be like, my man can turn up a Bunsen burner and he can boil up an Italian feast. You don't know. You don't have a man that can boil up an Italian feast. Oh, you're jealous. Yeah. That's what she would do. Yeah. She would just, yeah. So I call my mama. Let's go. Mom, it's me, child 2. I'm doing a dinner. I got a dinner going on. I got a lady coming over. I need a recipe. My mom's ecstatic. She's like, there's a dinner? Who is she? Have you been keeping her a secret? I want to know! You tell me! I'm trying to calm her down and get the recipe. I'm like, Mom, I just need the lasagna recipe. She's like, oh my God! The lasagna recipe! Oh, okay. You must like her. I'm like, yes! Can you give me the recipe? So she says, no, I can't. I'm like, why? She says, I gave it to your brother Chris. My mom loves traditions, okay? So when she gave my brother the recipe of the lasagna, it was like an old thing that I guess my grandmother did where she gave each of her sisters a recipe and they couldn't share the recipe. So when my brother got the recipe, I couldn't have the recipe, the lasagna recipe. I couldn't have it. She said, if you call Chris and he gives it to you, you can have it. I call my brother. He says, it's mine forever. I'm like, what? No, please. It's for a lady. I think I love this woman. You gotta give me the recipe. You gotta give it to me. This boy laughs. He's going, nah, and hangs up. I call my mom back and I ask for any other recipe she has. But the thing is, she only made like 2 things really good. okay? One was the lasagna, okay? And the other one was spring rolls. Spring rolls are just an appetizer. It's not even a meal. It's the pre-meal to the meal. But I am an American, and we can turn just about any appetizer into a full meal by just adding more of that thing. I was committed to the dinner. I had to show her that I could put food on the wheel. I go buy the supplies and I come home and I open the door. The moment I open it up, just a sleeping bag of hot farts hit my face. It is just so hot. The apartment was hotter than Chris Pine. On an average day, my AC unit had went out. It went out all the time. The thing wasn't even an AC unit. It was a DC unit. A don't cool unit, okay? It was just the soul of an AC unit. It didn't cool anything. I call my apartment complex. I'm like, hey, this thing, it's not cooling. There's a frozen chunk on it. You gotta come fix it. I got a lady coming over. I'm making dinner. They said they couldn't fix it until the next day. Next thing I know, I hear a knock on the door. I peep through the door hole. I'm like, oh no, it's her. She's all looking good and stuff. Oh, dang it. I was a broke college student in an apartment with the due tip of Ku Klux Castle. I had went all in on the ingredients to this meal. I couldn't just abort. We were systems go. And the rocket says count down. It's like 10, 9, I open the door and mamma mia. She is looking good. Too good. She's just making things hotter. She, of course, comments on the heat, right? Why wouldn't she? Okay, Dante's Peak's about to emerge out of the beige carpet. I try to cover this up. And I say, no. Oh, babe. It's just you looking too good. She's like, your AC unit is out, isn't it? I'm still trying to play the heat off like it's something that she is causing. I'm like, what? Babe, it's just working overtime because you're looking good. I'm suavely like backing up to my movie room, which is just a sunroom that I curtained off, right? And I have a really old Toshiba TV in there, and I have a foof chair, which is this massive beanbag chair. And I whip open the curtain, right? And just, it's even hotter in the movie room. There was a candle lit. I didn't even light it. It was just so hot that it would actually became aflamed. And I slap in a DVD of King of Queens. And I'm like, Hugh, just get comfortable. I frolic back in the kitchen, right? And I get all the ingredients and I'm ready to cook. Dude, I Gordon Ramsay these vegetables, slicing. I'm slicing it. I'm chopping. These things are just appetizers, so I go big, right? I make like 70 to 80 of these things. Spring rolls. I was nervous. I just had to put food on the wheel. It wasn't until I started cooking the first spring roll, the first one, that I realized that this was a horrible mistake. I had to fry these little Lincoln logs in a hot spring of vegetable oil. Hot oil bombs are just splashing my face, my arms, my nipples. I mean, plumes of steam were just mixing with the heat of the apartment. I was making the atmosphere of Mercury. Any moment, Obi-Wan and Anakin are gonna swing in and start dueling in the middle of my apartment. After 2 hours, I get done with half. She starts to inquire, how's everything going in there? And I pop my head out. I do a pop out, right? I give her one of, yeah, super. And it's such a guy thing. It's such a guy thing. My dad does it. We just have to complete the thing. Even if it goes terribly wrong, if the car is on fire and every tire is flat. We are getting to that destination. Finally, I finish cooking. And I plate these rolls, right? And I put a little accent of mustard, right? Not just any kind of mustard. Chinese hot mustard, okay? That's what you eat these things with. So there we are, in my movie room, eating these spring rolls. I think we both eat maybe two. We ate two because it was so uncomfortable in this apartment. It was like renting a condo between John Cena's butt cheeks. It's not pleasant. The entire time, I'm thinking I blew this. I blew it. It's like, I can't make the bread that goes to market. We're gonna have to Postmates for our lives. I pulled in. The car was on fire, the wheels are flat, but God, I pulled in. But something crazy happened. She stayed the entire time. Even past the dinner, just stayed and sweated out with me. The entire time I was trying to show her that I was her ride or die. But she ended up showing me that she was my ride or die. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. Oh, by the way, hey, I'm hitting up a bunch of places. I'm doing my first stand-up special. Ah! Guys, I'm going to Nashville. I'm going to St. Louis. I'm going to Indianapolis. I'm going to Cleveland. I'm going to Pittsburgh. I'm going to Baltimore. I'm going to what? Phoenix. Oh my God. Tickets are on sale now. I'm going to put the link to get the tickets in the YouTube underwear